If you do something as a joke, like, then you're like, guys, it was a joke the whole time. So if it doesn't work out, you can be like, guys, I was
kidding.
Everything I do is a joke because just in case, I was joking.
This wasn't serious.
I was just being silly and having fun, and it was a joke, and it was
I
serious.
love it. Yeah, it was like, you weren't actually trying.
Guys,
Yeah.
I was not being serious, you guys. Like. Hey campers, welcome back to another episode of Gay and Afraid with me, your host, Eric Sedeño, or better known as Rico Taquito. This is the podcast where we are putting the camp back in camping. Today we're getting into finding your voice, content creation, and how to stay silly, and how all of those things work together. Here to help me get into this and more is the Mayor of Sillytown herself, the iconic, the beautiful, the gorgeous, Dalia Chavez! Oh. Woohoo! Oh, we have buttons.
Button.
Yeah, we have buttons.
Come on, button.
That one's happy. That one's screaming. That was a boo.
Oh.
I think that one's gay. The blue one.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I do something, you can.
Okay. That's why it's over here.
And that one's cunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even know if we're allowed to say cunt, but they'll bleep it.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you today? As if we were not talking like.
Wait,
that.
are we filming?
Yeah, we're filming right now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
we're
I didn't know we
filming.
started.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's
Ooh.
so unserious.
Okay.
It's so chill. Like it's like.
I was just like, ooh, the buttons.
It's literally like just like how we were before, but now
Yeah.
it's like the camera's on.
But now I'm gonna freeze.
Okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh, how fun. First time seeing you.
First time ever meeting Mayor of Sillytown herself.
Latino.
Latiner.
You can feel the energy in the room. It changed the moment we were together.
No, I know. Yeah.
Mhm,
It's
yeah.
giving sombrero. It's giving. It's giving Taco Bell Cantina.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
No, but you're Latina.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
You know what? It's so amazing to be the sexiest in the world.
Okay,
And
yes.
that's what it is. Like we just radiate sexy. We just are sexy. So yeah.
No, we were talking about your hair earlier, and it is so long.
Yeah, it's very long.
And so Latina. Like I feel like Latinas like have like long dark hair and they're
Mhm.
waving it everywhere.
Mhm.
Do you know Teffy?
Yes. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, I
she's the
love
most
Tati.
Latina girl I know.
She is. She's so beautiful. She has that like energy, that like very mother energy.
She's mother.
You know?
She gives
Yes,
mother.
yes, I love
She's my
her.
mom.
Is she really? Ah.
She's like an older sister
Yeah.
that I need. Like I've never had. Like because I have an older brother,
Mm-hmm.
but like she's like the older sister.
I feel like she would give you like tough love when you needed it, and
She's real.
yes.
Yeah, she'd hit me. She
She
has.
Are you okay? Oh, is everything okay? Yeah, but I don't know. It's just something. I feel like having someone that's like a Latina or like Hispanic, you have like a instant connection. Do you know what I mean? Do you
Yeah.
feel that?
Well, like sometimes I feel like I'm such a fraudulent Latino because like
Why?
I don't know, I'm just like not good at Spanish, and that's
Huh.
like really embarrassing. I feel like as a
No.
like Hispanic person who lives in America, and so like you know what I mean. There's also like a shame around it.
Yes.
Like, yeah. There's like
Which is awful. Like
yeah.
it's the whole, what is it, like the no sabo thing
yeah
or
the no
whatever.
sabo kids.
But like, I don't know. Let me say this. The only reason why I know Spanish is because my mom would like threaten us. Like she'd be like, "What?" And if I would respond in English, she'd be like, "Hmm?
Oh my god.
¿Qué dijiste?" And I would say it in English again, and I was like, "I said I'm not hungry," and she's like, "¿Qué?" And then I'd be like, "No tengo hambre," and she'd be like, "Exactly." Like it's almost like she didn't have ears when we spoke English.
That is so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
The TikTok you made where your mom like would lay down and be like, if there was a fire, could you drag me out of the house? That is so crazy. Like when I think about like how parents are just like us and like with kids,
Yeah.
like at our age with children, I'm like, what was happening?
Yeah,
Like,
what was going on? Yeah, she would lay down on the ground. and she would be like, "Would you be able to carry me out if there was a fire? Go. The house is on fire. The house is on fire." And we'd be like,
trying to
so
drag
we'd
her-
like grab her arm, like pull it, and she'd be like, "I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Are you gonna let me die?" But afterwards, people in the comments were like, she was just afraid because it was just like us and her. So it's actually very sad.
Oh.
Because like it was literally like just us. So like I think she genuinely wanted to know, if I
If you
passed
saw-
out, would
Could
they
you
be
be
able
able
to
to-
save me?
That's really
I
crazy.
know.
And you grew up in Nebraska? Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. And like, I like
Yes.
how I read an interview where you're like talking about being Nebraska, and you're
Yeah.
like, yes, I heard your gasp. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a real place. People
Yeah.
actually live there.
Yes, it's just as flat as you think it is. It's corn, cows, barns,
Okay.
people.
Is that like technically the Midwest?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like the Midwest.
I think so. Yeah.
I love Nebraska Furniture Mart.
That's our only claim to fame in Nebraska. No. Yes, I am from Nebraska, born and raised.
Were there a lot of Latino people in Nebraska?
What do you think?
Probably not. But
No.
like, that's like so like it seems like a
No. And mind you, I went to a Catholic school.
oh wow.
So I was truly, I think there was, what is it, 2 other Mexican kids in my class. I was the only Mexican girl.
Really?
Not good. Not good. It was just like, it was a lot of like, oh, it's also so sad. I feel like everything that I say ends up so sad. But it's like, but like it's like that thing where I was like, I wanted to fit in. And like, I felt so like outside of everyone else because all the other kids were white. And so it was exactly what you think it was
Yeah.
is what it was. Like me just like looking at myself and be like, I can't go out. I would tell myself I can't go out in the sun so I wouldn't get so tan.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Hurtful.
Well,
I don't
remember,
know why
like,
I'm laughing, but
this is like sad too, but like one time, well, I used to play soccer and I'd get so tan in the summer.
yeah.
I remember I came back and some kid told me I looked dirty. So I went home and like scrubbed my like arms so hard because I thought I was like
No.
dirty. But I was literally, they were just racist. So you know what I mean?
I
And that's so
know.
sad to say, but that's like such a real,
Yeah.
like real memory I have of like,
Yeah.
oh, like I don't look like everyone else
Yeah.
here. And like in Texas, there was like pretty decent diversity where I
Right.
lived, but like there wasn't like a ton of Latino kids where like
Yeah.
at my specific school, I remember. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, and like there's so many people that have experienced that. Like that's why when I make like a lot of like Hispanic content because like I feel like I went so many years like in middle school like feeling so alone that like now I'm like, no, all these things, like I talk about being hairy all the time. And so many people are like, oh my gosh, like everyone's hairy. It's like, well, no, but I got made fun of like for it so much that now I'm like, I'm hairy and it's funny. And I love
Yeah.
it. And I love my hairy self.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Yeah.
love like I've seen like Latina girls making mustache content
Oh,
where they're trying to get rid of their mustache.
Yeah.
And that's like some of my favorite content because it's
Yeah.
like so funny and
Yeah.
it's so real.
It's so true.
Did you ever watch Ugly Betty when you were a kid?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I know who you're talking. The glasses with the braces.
Yeah,
and
America
everything.
Ferrera. Okay, so
Mhm,
that was one of my first times I feel like really seeing like Latino culture
Yeah.
in like a really, really peak pop
Yeah.
culture show.
And they were like, she's ugly.
yeah,
and
well,
we're like-
yeah. Well, she had a beautiful sister, and she's not
Yeah.
she's not ugly. She just
No.
dresses bad and
Yeah.
doesn't brush her hair.
Yeah, she needed one of those like Disney glow ups.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. And like, but it was so crazy because like I had this thing in my head. I was like, I'm Ugly Betty. Like,
No. Did you actually? You were younger?
yeah, I was like middle school, and I just remember being like, oh my god, like I'm Ugly Betty. Not like in the sense that like I thought it was ugly,
Yeah.
but like oh like she's just like a good person who's like working really hard and like doesn't fit in and then also like I moved to New York after college and I
Yeah.
was like I had an internship and I was like I'm literally Ugly Betty. I wore overalls to work one day and I was like I'm Ugly Betty today. Like no.
And you are literally so beautiful. Online, you are very beautiful, but in person, you're like gorgeous. You're one of those people. There's certain people that you see in person that like
Wait.
yes. Certain people that you see in person that like they just you like exude like you know.
Oh my
something.
god, I'll take
The
it.
it factor.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I was like on the train fresh after I got my haircut.
Yeah.
And this guy sat next to me and hit on me right after I got my haircut. And I was like, I am so powerful.
Right decision.
I was like, I am so powerful right now. You know, when you just like feel like sexy and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm the one today. Like, I just know like people are looking at me.
Tell me what it's like. I don't.
I know that happens to you.
Um,
You're gorgeous.
I'm thinking yes.
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 You are. You're so pretty.
Thank you.
You remind me of like the popular girls in high school. I mean this as a compliment,
No.
but they always had like long hair, pretty outfits, and nice makeup. Like,
Oh, see, that didn't happen till like my 20s.
oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was in high school, girl.
It was rough in high school.
I think it was rough for every. Well, no, not nowadays.
Nowadays, people don't have the kids don't have the glow up anymore because they like
No.
grow up into the glow up. Like
They're not gonna be able to do those like TikTok trends because
they just like
they're
look
just
good.
beautiful the whole time.
They're like 12 and they have good outfits.
Have you ever seen those TikToks where like there's like the 10-year-olds and they're doing like drunk elephant like skincare and just like their skincare is insane.
They're gonna look 12 forever.
Forever. Yeah.
I look 45. I'm 19.
Wait, how old are you actually?
I just told you.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't drink.
I just turned 27, Virgo season. I'm a Virgo. Yes.
You're a Virgo.
Yeah. See, no one ever guesses that because I'm such a Leo. I give star.
Step factor. It factor. Yes.
No, me and my best friend Jen.
Okay.
Wait, have you met Jen?
I've seen her.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of people that like I see you and I know you, but you don't know me. But yes, your best friend.
Yeah, she's a Leo. Oh my God. I'm staying at her apartment right now.
Mm-hmm.
I organized under her sink. I cleaned her floor. She had a rug she didn't lay out. I laid out her rug. I like reorganized her closet. It's been 3 days.
Wait, you want to come over?
And I was like, oh, this is where my Virgo comes out. Like, this is where my Virgo comes out. It's like, I have to be like organized and put together sometimes. Yeah. But then my like files on my computer are a disaster. So I don't know like where the switch off is for me.
What do you think I am?
See, like, I don't know. I feel like you could also be a Leo because you give star.
Aw, you're just saying that.
What are you, like a Sag? A Scorpio? Aries?
You said it.
Was it Aries? Scorpio? Oh, okay. Okay, I was like second, third guess.
Yeah. You knew it. You could feel it.
Okay, yeah. Scorpios are like, I feel like everyone has this thing that they're supposed to be like evil, but they're not.
No, I'm evil. I'm just kidding. Imagine. No, I don't know. A lot of people can't guess what I am. I wish that I was more into horoscopes than I am.
Oh my God, I'm a fake horoscope
because
person.
it's so cool.
All I know is I hate Geminis, I love Leos, and I'm a Virgo. Like, that's like it. And my boyfriend's a Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
And my best friend's a Capricorn.
Okay.
And my mom's an Aries.
You just keep going? And your grandma?
my grandma, I think she's a Libra. I'm guessing though.
It's all making sense. Like, I get it.
But like the thing is, I only like my best friend. One of my best friends is such a horoscope girl that like you just absorb it over time.
Yeah.
And like you ask people like when you're in. I've started doing this thing where if I don't know what to ask you, I'm asking, what's your sign? And then like it's such a stupid like good talking point because even if they hate it, you're like, yeah, me too.
I feel like if I asked someone that though, they'd tell me and I'd just glaze over. I'd be like.
I'm like, what is that? What does that mean?
I love it. I love that. I love them. And that'd be
I love that for you. Love that for you, babe. The only like the sign, it's so funny because I'll meet people and I'm like, I know a horrible sign I know a horrible person who has your sign. And I love telling that to people and they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh. See, that would scare me if you said that. I'd be like,
I don't think Scorpios are bad though, right? What is a Scorpio? So. What are you? What are your
From what I've gathered from the horoscope girlies, they're like, is it like strong-headed, like know what they want, go for what they want.
Yes.
And you know what? That's me.
No, I feel like that's like I feel like that could be every sign though. That's the one thing.
Listen, one thing about horoscopes is like
it's kind of made up, but it's kind of real. That's what I feel.
Because I feel like there's so many times where it's like you're nice and you like have good vibes.
Literally.
And then it's like, oh my God, that's literally me. Like the fortune cookies.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, they knew I needed. Have you ever cried over a fortune cookie?
No, have you?
Have. Yeah.
What was the fortune?
I don't know. It was something like your creativity will take you. And I was like, that's so true.
Sometimes something just like hits right and you're like, I needed to hear that today.
Yeah, I had a long day. Yeah.
I was watching a show and like a character that got introduced that episode like died. And it was supposed to be like really funny like in the show and I sobbed. So
it was just like the wrong
I was like what? Like why did that hit me so hard? I was like, it's not even like it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it just like hits you and you need to cry.
Yeah.
Wait, but like what type of kid were you?
Oh man. I was a weird kid. Like in a sense that like kept to myself but always really wanted to have friends. Like one of those kids. Like I was Like I was
I
weird.
can relate.
Like I was silly. Like I was weird. Like I was very like always wanted to make people laugh, which nothing has changed. I'm literally the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, like I think I was very guarded and very like, people started thinking I was shy. It was just because like I got older and I got gayer. And then I started like hiding more pieces of myself.
Aww.
But I always wanted to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Like I used to want to be an orthodontist, and it was because I wanted to make people smile. And I think that's like so funny that I ended up doing this, and like
that's cute.
Isn't that like so funny? And I was like remembering like someone told me it was so weird I wanted to be an orthodontist. And I was like, but it's like you're rich.
What more can I want?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that's like, it's so weird to, I would have never seen who I was as a kid growing up into who I am now though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me tell you, like, so Gay and Afraid, basically it's like when I was a little kid, I was like 6th, 7th grade. I went to a camp with my Boy Scouts.
Okay.
And all the Boy Scouts gathered me around the campfire and were like, are you gay? And I literally was nothing in that moment but gay and scared.
No.
And I just like to look back at that person is so funny because I'm like, I don't even know who that is. Like that is so funny. But now it's supposed to be a funny story. So you can like here's what,
no. Oh wait. Yeah.
Is there a time in your life where you felt maybe like afraid or othered growing up?
You know what? I told you that I went to like a Catholic school, right? With like it was mostly like Caucasian girls.
Yes.
And the women's or the girls' locker room was the scariest place for me.
Oh, really?
And I don't know why. I think it was because so many of the girls that I was around were so wealthy. And so like they had the Nike shorts, the Nike shoes, like, and it was all the Nike, like super like, you know, the girls were on their brands.
Yeah.
And I was wearing like Walmart shorts and like a t-shirt, and like they would wear like super like Nike like workout tops.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd put on my t-shirt and like my sneakers, and I'd be like, and changing there, I don't know why I was always so, there's so much like shame, I feel.
Well, yeah.
You know, like being afraid.
Well, it's like, I feel like when we were growing up, especially, it was like, well, I mean, how old are you? 24?
25.
You're 25? Okay. So like, we're like, there's a few years, but it was like Aeropostale, Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister. Like, oh my God. Abercrombie and Fitch, I remember was like the expensive store, and my parents wouldn't buy me anything from there.
I know.
They're like, Aeropostale starts with the same letter. You can get that one. But like, no, it was such a shame thing around like not having the money to have everything labeled brand wise. I remember like when I got Nike stuff, it was like really important.
Oh,
it was like big deal. And did you have an outlet in Nebraska?
Yeah, but we never went.
Okay.
I don't think my parents knew about it, but
there was like in my home, like where I grew up, they opened an outlet mall.
Okay.
And that Nike store was popping. Like people were in there. As soon as you could like get a discount on like Nike shorts.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I remember having that same feeling. Like I did not have like, I didn't have, I mean, like I wasn't like super like poor. I was like very middle class.
Yeah.
But there's always people who have like so much more money than you, and you can like see it, and like they have the new shoes, and they have like the socks, and like they have like, do you remember those socks, like the elite Nike socks with like the color on the back?
Yes.
I remember thinking, I was like, I'll never be able to have those.
I distinctly remember there was a kid at school that like they all had the elite ones. They all had like the fancy ones, and there was this kid that like you could tell he also didn't have as much money, and he had the regular ones, and they were like, those aren't the same. Kids were so mean.
Yeah, they're so mean.
You know what I mean? And like my mom, I know she would do her best, and she would like go thrifting. And if she saw that type of clothes, like she would get it. And as a kid, I still hate myself to this day.
Why?
Because she would be like, look, I got you this shirt from, it's the Hollister shirt that you like. And I would look at her and I would go, that one's used though.
Oh my God.
Oh, if I could go back, just.
But yeah, like when you're a little kid, you don't know.
You don't know. You know, kids are so mean. And now thrifting is super cool.
Also, like when I was a little kid, I had no concept of money. I had no concept of like how much things cost. Bitch, I was expensive.
Yeah. True.
Do you know Erica Jane? The Real Housewives?
Yes, of course.
It's expensive to be me.
That was literally us.
No, yes. I was like, kids are expensive, and like I would like think that I deserved more clothes. I had so many clothes. Like I can't even believe my parents. So both my parents used to work at JCPenney corporate. Like they had jobs working at JCPenney. So we have a permanent discount there to this day. My mom worked there for 20 years.
Wait,
She worked
really?
for JCPenney for 20 years.
Oh
Can you
my-
imagine working at a company for that long? Like, I can't even believe.
One thing about your mom, she is loyal.
She's a loyal lady.
Mhm.
And well, but I just remember I would growing up, we would go to JCPenney to get all our new school clothes, and I'd be like begging, like, can we
Oh.
please go to Hollister? Can we please go?
Oh.
And my mom's like, I get a discount here, and it's like, it's the same shit.
I
Like,
know.
it's literally the same exact stuff.
Yeah, and we
But-
survived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I still have a place in my heart for JCPenney.
Yes, I love JCPenney. Listen, I'm from a small town, so like JCPenney, like if you needed a dress, if you like homecoming, you were going straight to JCPenney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And like also, I go like vintage shopping.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend's from Wisconsin and
Mhm.
Milwaukee. They have these like crazy like vintage stores,
Really?
and there's like so many good like JCPenney vintage finds. So I have this
Oh.
old like seafoam vintage JCPenney suit.
Yes.
And it like fits me so well, and it's so well
Yeah.
made. I'm like, oh my god, JCPenney was like kind of the place to
Listen,
be. Like,
it really was. I miss it. Just the vibes of them all.
and like also, I feel like thrifting culture really happened when we were growing up. Like for it
Right.
to be cool for kids to be like thrifting clothes,
Mhm.
because I feel like now if you have like a really cool thrifted sweater that's obviously old, obviously worn in,
Yeah.
like obviously like, but it's really unique and
Yeah.
cool, then there's more hype around that than like having a Hollister sweatshirt. I
Mhm.
like maybe that's me observing like on the internet, but I
No,
feel
yeah.
like it's so real now. Like that, and I don't
Yeah.
think it used to be like that.
I know, which is like, I wish it would have been like that for us.
I know.
Would've
Well,
been
like
nice.
Depop is such a. Are you a Depop girl?
I want to shop on Depop, but anytime if I'm going on there and it's like a children's extra small cami for $60.
They put the craziest prices. Also, like they have like their own aesthetic, and it's wild. Like
yes.
I've seen the girls and
the
they're like hitting their
lacy-
poses.
Yeah.
They're really having little photo shoots in their room to sell like a $5 like thrifted tank top. Like
Wait, I sold Depop for like, I think it was like a few months.
you were on
And
Depop.
I was one of those girls, but I didn't show my face.
Oh, okay.
And it was like torso, and I was like,
You
but
were
I
just
wasn't.
giving body.
I wasn't. I wasn't giving all of that, but I was like,
Oh, you were posed up.
I remember.
I had a Depop, and I had my face in it, and it was just me standing there. No poses, just me like this. Like this is how it fits.
You're lying.
It's deleted. It has to be gone.
Oh no, I'm finding it.
And I bought like a cloud background on Amazon for like $20, and I hung it up. I was like, oh, I have an aesthetic. I'm like, no, this looks like trash, girl.
Listen,
Like,
every hot girl goes through her Depop era.
I think I sold 2 things, and then I just donated the rest of everything. I was like, but I'm an eBay girl. I
Okay.
love eBay.
Do you have any tips on eBay?
I would say like things are gonna look ugly. Like honestly, like Depop is so aesthetic that you're like, you show up, you're paying for that.
Yeah.
Aesthetic. You're paying for that
yeah.
product. Like, but on eBay, I've like seen like the ugliest purse I've like
Person?
a purse. Like ugliest purse or like
Okay.
like this ring. I got this ring on eBay for like $50. It's like a vintage silver made in Mexico ring. And it's like it was $50 and free shipping. And I like this looks like so to me, it looks like a designer ring. Like it's like so cool.
Yeah.
But I think like if you have a really specific like idea of what you're looking for, like I was looking for silver ring, men's size, whatever size it was. And then like I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I've like look up like black men's boot size 10 because that's my big. And I found these cowboy boots. I just bought them last night. I don't know. I love eBay. I just love scrolling.
eBay's one of those websites that I think because it was like it came to be when we were like younger, and that was very much like I think the setup of eBay scares me, where it just kind of looks like Craigslist.
Yeah.
And so I'm like nervous, like put my like card information in, like where I'm like I would in my head I would need to get a Visa and get the information for the Visa and then put it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is.
No, it's like not that. It's really not that scary.
Yeah.
I feel like I had the same thing where I was like, it's like a mental block where I'm like, it's so weird. But I've also shopped on Craigslist. I bought like a rug from a lady on Craigslist. It was super cheap and it's like my favorite rug.
Really?
Yeah.
And
it was like
scared.
It was an old lady who lived in the Upper West Side. And she's like, I never used it. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. She was like $100.
Wait, that's awesome.
No, but like it's so scary. But I'm also a boy. So like me meeting a stranger is like different than you meeting a stranger.
I was gonna ask you if you took anyone with you.
My boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend came with me.
Okay.
He had a car.
Oh.
I miss that car every day.
the ex-boyfriend.
Not
No,
the ex-boyfriend. I missed
car.
that car.
Yeah.
I think we stayed together so long because he had a car. I miss that car every day.
I'm gonna get that on a shirt. I think we stayed together that long because of his car.
Oh my God, like we could drive to the store.
Oh.
It was a pandemic, so like I didn't even want to take the train. So I was like biking everywhere and then
yeah. So you're a New York girly.
Yeah, in New York, like I needed
Is New York scary?
It's fun. Have you not been?
No,
You need to go.
I want to go so bad.
I think like it's not really like to me it's not scary, but again, I'm a man. Like I'm not I know I'm like a I don't know. Like I feel like being a girl at night by myself on a street, like I can't imagine that. Like it's a different I just know it's a different like mentality, but protecting yourself you have to be in.
Yeah. Well, and like I'm from the Midwest, and so like places like LA and like New York is so romanticized.
Yeah.
Like when I was like, oh my God, LA, like all I knew was like hopped off the plane to LAX. And I was like, it's gonna be like that. And then you get here and you're like, oh, it's still gorgeous. Like it's GTA in real life. But like New York is one of those places where I'm like, I want to go so bad, but I know like you should probably know someone there or like have a very good idea of like where you're going.
Yeah, I think like also pre-planning, like having an idea of like activities you want to do.
Okay.
Like, if you want to go to a museum, like I don't know, I feel like building like a small itinerary is so helpful so you don't feel like lost the whole time.
Concrete jungle.
The subway took me a second to get a hang of like when I first moved and then like now I have it and I'm like, oh, I could like go everywhere and anywhere. I mean, like I wouldn't say it's scary. It's like overwhelming. Like especially like if you came straight from Nebraska to New York, you'd be like, what the is this? This is the most horrible place on the planet. It smells, people are rude.
Yeah.
And there's too many people. Like it's
Well, but one thing about me is I love Hollywood. You've been to Hollywood Boulevard.
Wait, the stinky street?
I love Hollywood Boulevard.
The one with the stars?
Yes.
Why?
I don't. It's a mid. I think like because.
Well,
I saw those places and we were like, oh. And to this day, I see them and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It's just so cool.
Well, I was walking around and it was dirty and it smelled.
Oh, it is.
And like that's me being such a bitch. Like I'm being such a bitch.
No. It's.
But I also went like too late. I went kind of at night. And like that's not a good time to be there. Like, you know, like I was like, oh, this is like really crazy.
Yeah, the SpiderMans. Did you see the SpiderMans?
The SpiderMans?
There's SpiderMans down there that they like. I don't know. They just fuck. they just. It's like a handful of SpiderMans that they're dressed up in the outfit, and they'll like have like a fanny pack or something like that. Be like, you want to take a picture, and then they'll like be like, pay me money.
Oh, that's really crazy.
They're kind of scary.
But you like it? You like going down?
I like. Yeah.
Well, you haven't even been here a full year. You haven't. Okay, true. You haven't had a chance to get jaded. You need to get jaded.
What is that?
You get like over it. You know, like you need to be like, I hate this city. Like
I need to get out of the woods.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna live in a cottage.
Like I'm moving to New York tomorrow. Like it's gonna be so much better. And then you move to New York and there's like no space. No, everything costs so much money and like.
That's kind of here though.
I know.
That's everywhere.
See, like I want to go back to Texas where I could buy a house right now. And I would have like a property and like a dog and some sort of like, you know, husband, hopefully, or a wife. I always say if I hadn't left Texas, I'd have like a wife and 2 kids and be like, I don't know.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely not. I was so gay in college. I was so gay in college. I would just wouldn't be myself.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like moving to LA like helped you spread your wings and like be more yourself?
Definitely. Well,
because where were you before? Were you still in Nebraska?
I was in Missouri.
Kansas
City, Missouri. Yeah. So like literally worse. But yeah, definitely. I mean,
did you go to Mizzou?
No, okay. I went to University of Nebraska Lincoln. Go Huskers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, no, definitely. I mean, everyone is so expressive here, and like everyone is so. LA, not as much. I was gonna say like non-judgmental. To an extent, yes. It depends on the people that you're around, right? But like, yeah, definitely.
Well, I feel like there's less judgment around like wearing something different than everyone else, or like having your own aesthetic, or like being your own person. Like, I feel like there's less judgment in like certain things that like if I was in Texas and I was wearing the clothes I wore in New York, like people would look at me like I was a freak, just walking around, not even like opening my mouth yet. Let's not even get into open my mouth.
And the moment that
No, like, and it's just, there's like, I feel like there's this real judgment of like conformity and
Right.
like back home, like, whereas like New York and LA, I feel like really celebrates like it gives you an opportunity to like really find yourself and
Yeah.
be more authentic in that way.
Especially with like creatives, I feel like people who prioritize like fashion, who prioritize self-expression more
Yeah.
so. This is like the type of place that we need to be in.
Yeah, I feel like Chicago always gets bumped off the list,
Right.
but I feel like it's up there. Like
Mhm.
Chicago is like one of the main like 3 cities, but it
Yeah.
really is New York and LA in my head of
Mhm.
like places that people really aspire to like move to,
Yeah.
like big city, like the Big Apple or Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So like, how do you find inspiration for your current videos?
Ooh. Oh. It's about, you know how, what is that? Like a stream of consciousness?
Yeah.
Letting that go. And letting your stream of consciousness go. And then anything that comes to mind that makes you laugh. There's a lot going in my head constantly.
No, right?
And it's very loud and it's very like so many things. And so if I think of anything small or something makes sense that I feel like no one has talked about, I write it down. And then I'll turn it into a joke like later.
Yeah. That, see, like you were talking about in the shower, that's when you get your good ideas. For me, it's like right before I fall asleep, like my mind is like doing like laps for no reason. I'm like, that's a funny TikTok idea.
Like,
and then like sometimes I'll be like literally half asleep and I open my notes app and I'm like, and I wake up in the morning, I was like, what the was I even thinking? I can't even like decipher my own notes.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's just like whatever makes you laugh, really, it works sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's good. I like, what do you mean? And when you say like letting go of the stream of consciousness, you mean like?
I feel like sometimes when your brain goes, you're tempted to like block it off or to be like, get out of daydreaming. That's kind of what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like where I feel like I did a lot of daydreaming as a kid, and even now I do a ton of daydreaming, and so I don't stop myself. If that kind of makes sense. Like a lot of times, like you'll kind of like doze off. You're like, oh, I need to like come back to real life. I allow myself to be outside of real life.
That's good.
That sounds way deeper than it actually is. It's more so just like I'm just like letting myself like.
Do you have like a voice in your head you can like hear yourself talking to yourself? Some people don't have that? Some people literally don't have that in their brain. It's called something. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, like actually.
Yeah, like they don't have like a stream of consciousness in their head.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
That'd be sad.
No,
I love talking to myself. That's my best friend.
Really? That's your best conversation.
That's my best friend. Like,
if you could do the podcast with you and you.
Oh my God, we would have so much fun.
That would be really fun.
Literally just me, like, just me talking. No, I don't know. I really feel like, but they don't have that. There's also different levels. Like, I feel like there's that test that if you can like imagine a red star, like if you close your eyes, can you see just a red star? Like you can see it in your head. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Like some people can't imagine objects in their brain. It's like, so I feel like we're more left-sided, like creative brain. And so we have more ability to do that. And that's how like our creativity forms.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird? People's brains are literally wired differently.
Yeah.
Like that would be so sad.
I don't know. Also like letting yourself be, again, like it's a very like common theme. And like what I do is allowing yourself to be silly.
Yeah.
Just let yourself like.
Mayor of Sillytown here.
Mayor of Sillytown. No, but like for that, it's like more so about like, I want people, if you're talking to me or if you're with me, I want you to know like you can be goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Like you can be silly. Like this is such a like comfort. You know what I mean? Wait, why are you laughing?
I mean, on Brett's episode yesterday, like he was saying, Brett was saying like, to be silly is to be brave. This was something his friend texted him, and that he has it as his lock screen. To be silly is to be brave.
Wait, I love that. That's great.
That is such a good saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna start living by that. It's also so true. It's so scary to be silly.
Yeah.
Because like the judgment.
Well, and also like you, as you get older, you're expected in a lot of areas in your life to be so like
Popper. Yeah. What is it like being the mayor of Sillytown? How are your residents?
How's everyone doing?
How did you get elected?
I elected myself. But I feel like I don't know.
So it's not a democracy.
No, this is a dictatorship. Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like with that it's more so like to, again, I think that's what we're talking about. Like I think more so it's about like letting people know that like around me, be silly, like be goofy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people always have to test the waters, and it takes so much time sometimes with like friendships to like test. Could I be weird around this person?
Yeah.
Like, no, trust and believe that if you are beside me or if you are on my page or anything like that,
you can be silly.
Try to out silly me.
I know it's not serious. Like
Yes.
it's really not serious.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to spend so much of our lives like being so serious. Don't do it around me, please.
So like when you started making content, were
Mm.
you like nervous? Were you like scared to like just put yourself out there? Or how do you feel like, do you think like it was TikTok that did it for you, that like made you feel like you could be silly? We've always been silly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've always been well, like starting off with like social media, I think I was more so nervous about the people around me, which like thinking,
exactly.
right? Like you didn't want people who you knew. People who didn't know me, couldn't care less.
Oh my God, couldn't care.
But I was like,
it was like the
Patricia
person
from-
who's followed me since like sophomore year of high school on Instagram. I was like, what if they find out? I'm like, why do I care? Like, why do I care?
Yeah.
I was literally, there was like a one point where I had like, I'm not even bragging. I was just like, had like 80,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't post reels. Like, I can't post, like I got so anxious about posting reels because
Right.
like people from my hometown are like seeing them. And I was like, what? I was like, that's literally like 1% maybe of my following
Mhm.
is like the people who still follow me from that.
Yeah.
And I'm like nervous about what they think. I don't know. You have to like let it go.
You do.
And you have to just not give up. I love
Yeah.
not caring. I think it makes me so much better when I'm just doing me.
Yeah. Well, like I want to get to that place. I'm okay at it, I think. Like when the whole like jumping over like people that like knew me, gotten over that completely. But like, how do you do that? Like completely not caring.
I mean, like you're always gonna care a little bit. But
Yeah.
like part of me has like let go of like caring what every comment says and like
Yeah.
thinking about like at some point it becomes like weirdly a bit of a game where you're like, but I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even like, I feel like you're the same way. You're
Yeah.
just being you.
Yeah.
And then you come up with like a funny skit, but
Yeah.
it's still you in the
Yeah.
skit. Like it's not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like you just kind of have to move on from.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hit this thing where I think my brain grew, and then once it was fully developed, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, wait,
Yeah.
I'm so powerful.
Wait, that is true though. I feel like when I first started, I was very, very, very nervous about that. But like, I almost kind of like had a bit of a persona where I would like keep it like I wouldn't show too much of myself. And now I show like everything. And I'm like, back then it would be like, if you don't like me, like it's like, oh, that's kind of a persona that I put on. So you don't. And now I'm like, oh, if you don't like me, like, no, you really don't like me.
But like, why do I care?
True.
I had this person. Okay, so I told this story last episode,
Okay.
but it was literally this person came up to me in like what was it, in like Chelsea? No, Chelsea. We like basically the WeHo of New York.
Okay.
West Village. I'm so stupid. So this person came up to me in West Village.
Okay.
And they were like, you're that guy from TikTok. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't follow you. And I was like, bitch, I don't follow you. Like, what? I was like, I have no clue who you are.
They said that to you?
Yes, to my face. And I was like, no,
What was
I
the
was
point
like,
of that?
what's the point of that? And then in my head, I was like the mayor of Sillytown in that moment.
Yeah.
Because like all I could think about was that Jamie Lee Curtis meme where she was like standing like this. And I went, okay. And then we like I walked away. And I was like, that was it. And I was like, what did he want me to do? Like ask him to follow me? Like,
Right.
I'm so sorry. Like I really don't give a Like I was like, that's so, some people have the audacity.
Looking into the minds of different people. And also like I feel like that can bring you some comfort of like knowing people are so vastly different from each other. Some people love making other people's lives miserable, and you can make peace with the fact that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, girl, you're stupid as Why'd you come up to me like as if I gave a what you think?
Like there's two different versions of delivering it.
And like
I'm like, oh, and
I
you're
could
like,
tell by his outfit I wasn't gonna like him anyways.
Oh.
Like, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, we're not on the same vibe, babe.
Mm-mm.
And like, I love a dangly earring. I didn't like his dangly earring. And I
Oh.
knew. Why do gay people wear cross dangly earrings? If you're a gay person wearing a cross dangly earring, take that shit off. That is not right. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Catholic? Are you Christian? No, you're gay. Take that shit off. Every gay person who has had a Christian cross dangly earring, they're not Christian. Like, why you have a cross on? Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. That's the one accessory. I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Just make it a jewel. Make it a little like, I don't know.
Something.
I've worn a dangly before. It's just not a cross. Like, it's just the cross that gets me.
Ooh, yeah. You know, I feel like that's something that like Machine Gun Kelly would wear.
Yeah.
I know he's worn a cross.
Yeah. He doesn't go to church. And you could be gay and Christian, but if you're gay and Christian, you're not wearing a dangly earring.
No.
I'm being mean, but they deserve it and I hate them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just like, that's the one accessory I'm like, please. Okay, anyways, how's content creating? Sorry. Okay. What's the silliest thing you've ever done?
Ooh.
Do you know?
I think maybe moving to LA only because I did it so fast.
Like as a joke?
Like where I went from I think I moved to LA like from conception of it in my brain to physically moving. I think it was like a month.
Whoa, that is really fast.
And I am a planner. Like I constantly plan. Everything in my life is planned, like to an extent, to a T.
Really?
Yes. And so I think that was the silliest, and it paid off. I'm here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
That's really fast.
It was goofy. It was silly. It was something.
Well, if you do something as a joke, like then you're like, guys, it was a joke the whole time. So if it doesn't work out, you can be like, guys, I was
kidding.
Everything I do is a joke because just in case, I'm like, guys, I was kidding. Yeah, I was joking.
This wasn't serious.
Like, I feel like the silliest thing I've ever done is like tie-dye stuff.
I think everyone would agree.
Well, I was just being silly and having fun, and it was a joke, and it was
I love
serious.
it. Yeah, it was
It
you weren't actually serious. Trying.
Guys,
Yeah.
I was not being serious, you guys. Like, the worst part is like about the tie-dye thing is people still comment about it, and I was like,
Really?
I haven't tie-dyed anything in 2 years. That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie.
No way.
But I haven't really tie-dyed in a while. I like gave up my DIY era. Not really.
You were so good at it.
She's laughing at me. Did you hear that laugh at the end of that? That was not a real compliment because she laughed at the end of it.
There was a lot of energy behind it.
Oh my God. No, I actually was having, that was like pandemic. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like cutting up their clothes and dyeing their stuff. And I was like, let me get in on this.
Mm.
Yeah. I actually had so much fun.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
you were creative.
But like also, I talked about this with Brett. I was like, being niched is like really hard. Like I never want to get niched. So as soon as like one thing is like really going well for me, I get scared to keep doing it because I don't want that to be the only reason people follow me. But I know if I followed a niche so hard, I would be like weirdly further ahead but farther behind. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm glad like right now everyone I feel follows me because I'm myself, not because I do one specific thing on the internet. And yeah, is that how you feel?
Yes, 100%. Well, because it's like, it's hard. Any series, I don't think I've kept a series going more than like 3 videos. And that was even too much for me. Like where if I'm having a lot of fun with it, then maybe I guess. But there's some people that they will make the same video over and over and over again. 10 million followers.
Yeah.
And then they try to like move away from the niche and people are like, and I'm like.
But also like what the worst part about TikTok is like the algorithm really punishes you for moving away from your niche. Like it's really hard. I really don't like what the algorithm does sometimes. Cause how like I'll post a video that I'm doing something different than I usually do. And it'll be my worst performing video in like a month. And I'm like, how do I have like 800,000 followers and then I have like
2,000 people have seen it.
2,000 people have seen it in 5 hours. Like I could say 2,000 people in first hour, like okay, like
yeah.
But like if it's like 5-10 hours and it's like I'm like there's no traction. I'm like there's no reason for that. That shouldn't be happening. You know?
But it's still better to not be in a niche for us personally.
Yeah,
I would prefer not to.
I feel like if your niche is like pop culture, if it's like a wide enough niche,
yeah.
Like I feel like our niche is probably like comedy.
Yeah,
but it's not like a specific type of video that you like have to make over and over and over. I've remade videos like not consistently, but like I've remade videos that have been bangers, like in a different form. Like I've rethought it and like redone it a different way. Yeah. Because I'm like, this is so funny. Ideas keep coming to me. Like the Jacob Black. I'm sorry. That's the best. That's like one of my niches has to be like wigs. and like me just being gay in a wig.
Yes.
And then saying it's a character.
Yes.
It's not a
They're so
character.
good. They're
It's
so
just
good.
me.
Well,
What, yours is like, I feel like Latina culture.
Yeah.
Latina vibes.
like girls and that type of thing.
being
Yeah.
hairy.
Being hairy. I talk about that a lot. Yes. Take the shame away from being hairy.
You just seem so hairless to me.
Because I shaved it before I came. Just for you. I open up my legs. It's like.
You give me hairless.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not true. But.
Because I shave it. Oh no.
No.
You want to see? Yeah.
But like, what do you think your like your niches you could have gotten stuck in are?
Ooh. Only trending audios.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I did that for such a long time. And then I was like, oh, that's not a niche. And then I was like, oh, shit, that's a niche.
It kind of is.
Like where like people like don't want to hear you speak, you know?
Yeah.
And so maybe that would be the main, or relationship. I almost went fully just me and my boyfriend relationship. And then I was like, ooh, I don't like people being in our relationship. That's why.
That's
cut
like
that off real
one
quick.
thing. Me and my boyfriend, he doesn't.
Mm.
I've like I always jokingly ask him, I'm like, can I use you for
Yeah.
clout?
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
Yeah.
He does not even want to be in my videos. He's
Yeah.
been in one of my TikToks ever.
Really?
Only one. Because he's
Huh.
like not, he doesn't want his face
Yeah.
on the internet. Like he's really particular about it.
So is
And then I'll ask, can I post you? And he's like, yes. And then I'll post him. He's like, take it down.
I know. I think, I don't know. We've been doing it for so long. I think that we're just like,
Yeah.
to an extent.
Your
but
boyfriend's cute. You guys
he's
are like,
so sweet.
he seems sweet.
And that's why I'm like, he's too sweet for the internet. And he also he's not on social media. He doesn't
Oh
like
my
social
God,
media.
twins. That's how my boyfriend is. He like has an Instagram where he won't post his face. Just
He'll
to-
post a picture of me and him, and it's private. And he'll post a picture of me and him like every year.
That's so
He's like, "Happy
sweet.
birthday."
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
So sorry, what do you think your other niches would be?
I think that's the main stuff.
That's the main stuff.
Because I never really like the beauty stuff. Every once in a while, I'll do like a get ready with me. It
I've
flops.
seen I like
Flop.
your get ready with me's,
I like them, but
but it doesn't hit like
no.
because people are so used to the other stuff. That's like
Yeah.
you have to have one of those be a banger, and then
Mm.
people will be like, "Oh, she does bangers."
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
your
yeah,
bangers
yeah.
tour. Like
Yeah.
that's what I realized is like it's all about setup,
Yeah.
and then as soon as like people kind of know you do it, then you can like
Mm.
follow up. But then it's another thing to keep
I
doing.
know.
I know, like
I was like, don't love doing get ready with me's. I don't know how the girlies do it because it's so like step by step, and then like my concealer's drying. I'm like, now I'm gonna, and then I start sweating, and then I'm just
Yeah.
like,
it's too much.
Yeah.
It's literally too much. I like used to do get ready with me's like with outfits.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden I feel like the energy on TikTok shifted to be like, oh, we hate him. And I was like
I know.
or we hate his outfit. And I was like, oh, you know what? I don't need this. I like my outfits and I don't need your opinion.
Ooh, yes, okay.
I really do. Like I like how I dress and I don't need
Yeah.
anyone's opinion. And me showing you my outfit is not like my calling card for you to be like, you look like trash. And I'm like, babe, you're in a Shein top in your profile picture. You should not be talking. Like, I'm so sorry. Like,
I don't know. There are certain people though that do that, and they will say at the end, if you don't like it, there's a block button, there's a this button, there's a that button. I like it. Only positive comments. And you've kind of been doing that every once in a while. Keep doing that. I like your get ready with me's.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bring him back.
Yeah,
I'll bring it back.
yeah.
No, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think I have a wall up with certain things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need you in my business. Because
Oh.
like I feel like people love me for my personality,
Mhm.
but you don't see my best friends.
Right.
You don't see where I'm at all the time. You
Mm-mm.
don't see like my day-to-day life because
Mhm.
like I only want you to see like my funny videos
Yeah.
because that's what I want to show the internet.
Yeah.
And my wall up between my personal life and my like funny life is
Right.
very, I feel like, distinct for me.
Really.
Yeah, which is why I'm like really happy my boyfriend doesn't make content with
Oh,
me.
me too.
My niches I feel like I could have gotten stuck with
Mm.
tie-dye. Tie-dye.
Yeah.
And then I was doing Love Island for a long time.
Wait, how? Wait, what were you doing?
Bloody, I just love it. Like, I just love to talk in a British accent. Like, I was born in Essex, but like I've moved down to London. Like, I'm more like in town now, and like I
Ah,
really like him. I really do. He's like my type on paper.
I fancy him.
Yeah, I really do. Like, but he's mugged me off a few times. Like, I just don't know. Like,
Wait, I love that.
I used to like do Love Island content.
Really?
And I used to have Love Island watch parties and on my live, and I would watch Love Island. We would watch an episode together, and I'd be wearing a wig.
Whoa. I must have caught you after that.
That was literally like early day. It was early days, guys. Like early days.
Yeah.
It was like back in the like beginning of TikTok for me.
Yeah.
Because one of my banger first videos that ever
Mhm.
took off was like well, first one was like my personality. Second one was Love Island.
Yeah.
And then the third, like, I think like a few months later was like, or not even, it was like a month and a half later was like tie-dye. And those are the things that like set me off.
Yeah.
So it was always all over the map. I was never like one thing, which is good. Yeah. But I feel like I really could have gotten caught in just doing like one or two things.
Well, but now you're like doing skits, which I love your skits. And so now you're like.
My skits are so stupid.
They're so good.
I need to do one with like another person because it's literally just me talking to myself.
And not any different from every other day. Yes.
No, I've started loving to do a skit. Like I really think I want to start like writing them down because it's for me, it's very on the fly. Like it's like
that's
just
the only
in my
way
brain.
that I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like I'll get the concept, get a few bites that I want, and then I'll leave it. Because anytime I've tried to like refilm it to make it like a little bit more polished,
no, it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
And like I tried making videos for a second where like I didn't break character, and people were like, "Where's your laugh?" I was like, I cut it out. Like I cut it out because I was like, but I think I'm so.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Do you like, this is a really crazy question, but like, do you like love yourself right now? Do you feel like you like love yourself right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like my whole page is just me like loving myself and like thinking I'm the funniest person on the planet.
Yeah.
And I'm so like, it took me so long to get there.
Yeah.
I was like a really long journey to like get to that place, but I'm so glad I'm just like, when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I love you. Like, I love you.
Yeah. Well, your content shows that too. I hope you know that. Like, you're very positive energy. Even like, I guess I've never even seen like a negative video from you or anything like that you're like saying anything like,
no,
or you're like, this is something sad that happened. Like never. You're very positive.
Yeah, I like, that's what I want my whole thing to be. I just want it to be like a highlight on the internet for you to like go like see like fun stuff, like happy. And I know I should probably use my platform for other things, but like that's all I want it to be. I just want it to be like right now.
Yeah.
I just want to be a little pocket of sunshine in the internet space. Like that's what I really want.
Yeah, that's kind of what, like, same thing. Like I don't share a lot of the negative just because I'm like, God, everyone has enough negative in their lives that I don't want you guys to worry about my business.
Yeah.
I'll worry about my stuff and I'll come back when I'm ready to do a little shimmy for you.
I have friends and like who will actively respond or like post about hate they're getting and like make videos in response and stuff. And like to me is like once someone who's a bitch sees someone else be a bitch, it gives them the permission in their brain to leave the mean comment. I'm like, I don't care about the mean comment. Yeah. And I don't care if you don't like me. So off. Yeah. Thank you for the engagement.
Yes.
I'm gonna like just live my life. I don't know. So but like I would never, like I think I used to like respond or like I would give it time and energy in my brain to like think about what I would say back. But they don't deserve that from me. No. And also like now it genuinely doesn't affect me anymore. Like, and does it affect you still? You feel like getting?
No. And I'll tell you where I turned that corner where I didn't care. There was one situation a while ago where someone commented something like super mean. And I was like, and this was the first and only time I ever responded. And I was like, this was very hurtful. Like, I don't know why you would say this. Yeah. And the person responded and said, oh, I was just kidding. Like, I just wanted to get your attention. I love your videos. Boom.
Is it that crazy?
No. I'm never going to worry about anything that anyone comments ever again because like, it's not even, it's coming from.
These bitches are fans. These bitches are fans. Yes. Like, I'm like, it's so crazy.
No.
Also, like, same thing, like going back to that guy who came up to me in the street just to like try and hurt my feelings. Like, you're a fan if you're coming up to me and you know who I am. Like, that's fan behavior.
Like, you still know who I am, though.
I was like, I've literally never seen you in my life. Like, no, I don't know if you have a following. I don't know, like, what you think, who you think you are. Bitch, I don't follow you. Like, I don't care. Yeah. I just think it's like so weird. People are weirdos. I feel like if you're going to post something mean for everyone in the world to see, you're a weirdo.
I think that there should be a feature on social media where you can go to their public comments, because if it's public, it's public. Yeah. You should be able to go to a person's profile and see their public comments.
Oh my God.
And scroll.
What would yours be? Can I tell you what mine would be? It would be a comment on every single one of Beyonce's Instagram posts being, I love you. I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you again. Wait, like as if she's my best friend.
Do you comment on her?
Yes. I used to comment on every single outfit and picture. Like, I love you so much. I can't wait to see you next month because I was going to her concert. Be like, girl, I need to see you soon. Like
Girl, we have to catch up.
And then I'd be like, girl, give your gay intern a raise. These pictures are amazing. I'm commenting like a crazy person. Because I was just like, and then I don't know. That's what my comments would be. I'd all like love, like crazy person, like happy.
Yeah.
Or like, this made me laugh so hard. Like, but what would yours be?
Literally me. That's always what I comment.
That's all it would be.
Literally me, yeah. Or like with like Instagram, it would be like, girl, literally step on me. I love you so much. You could have everything. You can have my family. You can have my firstborn. Like that type of thing.
I love when girls comment like crazy shit. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. I love you so much. A model. It's literally just a girl sitting.
It's just Sarah. Like
it's just Sarah sitting
at brunch.
And she's eating too. Like that's like best friend. Like that's like best friend comment. Like I would die for my best friends. So I need to get back into leaving comments like that on everyone's posts.
You should.
One time my friend, she would comment on every single person's post. Like, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. She got blocked from commenting because they thought she was a bot.
That's a good friend right there.
That's my best friend. Like she's still like the most amazing person I know. But isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Imagine being that supportive. I could never.
I'm too tired.
And I know all those comments were thoughtful and typed out. If I was gonna do that, I'd be like, I would be botting. I'd be like, copy and paste. Like, you look so beautiful. I love you. Okay, so going into the future.
Okay.
Do you have a 5-year plan or 10-year plan that you think about?
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. 5 to 10 years. Well, gosh, I want to be doing something. I don't know if the right word is like more intense in the arts, but like either or acting and music.
Okay.
That's my main thing. I want to have at least one song out.
You can belt?
Girl, I can belt, girl.
Can we get a sample? Cut that out.
I was singing that time, but he cut it out, you guys. I'm sorry.
It literally is going to look like we muted you. It's going to look like I'm like, mute her, girl.
We're going to be like, no, turn it up.
But that's cool. That's really cool. So I feel like those are both good things to have with like a platform. You know, like you can promote, you can like put your music even behind a funny video, and then like people will be like, what's that song? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's such a, that works. And then acting, I feel like acting is so scary to me, but it's not. It would be scary for me to say right now, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Because girl, that's a lie.
But you are with your skits though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're going to take an acting class?
Definitely, and I'm excited.
That's cool.
And I'm super excited. I mean, it's always been like music and acting have always been a part of my life in some way, but it's always been like local stuff and like, you know, school and that type of thing. But that's what one of the things that I wanted to go into after high school, but then my mom was like, girl, you have to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And she was a single mother. And so she was like,
that's not going to work.
I love that for you, but we're going to be real. It's just like, it's not her fault, you know? And so, yeah, that's what I want to do.
That is so crazy. Like a lot of people who don't come from money, like don't do things out of fear of like not being able to pay the bills and stuff.
Yeah. What's like our parents?
Money is access. Like it really is access to like the whole world. Money does make you happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitch. Anyone who says that money doesn't buy you happiness, bitch, I'll cry on a yacht.
Yeah. I'd rather cry there.
I'd be crying on a yacht.
Yes.
I'll be in Venice. I'll be around the world. Like I do not care. I'd be sad. Sad and rich is better than poor and happy. That's a lie.
Oh.
That's a lie.
You said it, I was like,
no, I said it. I was like, that's wrong. That's wrong. But money really does give you like access to so much things. I could see actually like if you grow up rich, like then there's nothing to aspire for. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always thought about that. Like if you grow up with the whole world being handed to you, like you have everything, then there's nothing to aspire for. Like when I bought like I bought this ring when I got my first promotion at work. And I felt like it was my first nice piece of jewelry I ever bought myself.
Right.
I was so happy and like proud of myself that I had like an extra $250 to spend on like a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even believe I got to that point. Like my life would be so sad if I hadn't had that moment. You know?
Wouldn't be the person that you are today.
No, I feel like I'm not even saying I was like really poor growing up. I was definitely not poor. Like, but I just wasn't like wealthy. Like I saw wealthy people around. Yeah. And so I don't know. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like I'm like grateful for my whole life? Like I wouldn't change a single thing.
No. And yes. I'm like, no, I wish I had everything.
No, yeah.
No, definitely. Like, I feel like had you asked me in like high school or middle school, I'd have been like, I would have changed that. Like, I don't think Trevor that I had. Now you think back and you're like, oh, if anything changed and it made me any different,
It'd be
you
sad.
can't do that. We wouldn't, I don't think we would have like the grit and like the like personality that we do if we hadn't. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I really think I'm like so grateful like for how everything has worked out for me. And I'm just like really lucky. I like also thing I always like to say is like everything does. I'm a believer that everything happens for a reason. I really believe that. And so the reason I started TikToking is because I got broken up with and had all this extra free time. And like I got broken up with and I was growing my hair out and I was like, it, got a mullet, grew a mustache out, and then started making TikToks. And because I had all this free time and I didn't have to focus on him anymore.
Oh my God.
And like if I hadn't like gotten broken up with, which was like honestly at the time was so sad. It was like so devastating to me. And like I should have honestly ended it sooner, but he had a car. And
you said should have ended it. I was like, no, the relationship.
Yeah, like no, yeah, ended
I was like, oh no.
Ended the relationship sooner. But like that was really like a window, like when one door closes, another one opens.
It's the
like,
butterfly effect.
Yeah. And like without that like sad, very like to me, like devastating moment in my life, like I wouldn't be in this chair. Like it's really cool. And even like the bad stuff that's happened in my life, it's like led to better things.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you have a dream job or role or like a dream collab?
Oh, my goal in life is I want to be in at least one Adam Sandler movie.
Oh my God. That is a really good.
Love Adam Sandler movies.
I feel like you could make that happen.
I love him. Oh. I grew up with like David Spade, like all of them, and so Amy Poehler, like yes.
Also, like I love that he has literally just built a whole like empire of movies where he
His
just
vacations.
gets just vacations that he
and kiss hot girls.
Yeah. And like you would be his like hot Latina daughter for no reason. Like you'd be his daughter and it wouldn't make any sense and you'd just be in the movie and like I can totally see that would be so funny. He has like a white wife and you're like the daughter. Like I just like I love that his movies are like so some of them are so lowbrow that I'm like, this is so stupid.
They're so
but
unserious.
It's still so funny.
Yes, I love them.
And then some of them, like he'll have Jennifer Aniston and I'm like, this is good.
Yes.
Like there was like the murder mystery one that he just did. Like I like them. Like they're funny. They're good.
They're so great. So yeah, that's my number one goal in life.
That's a really good goal. I see it for you. You can make it happen.
Coming.
So we're gonna play He's a 10 But, and then it's basically like he's a blank number, but here's the upside or good side to it. And we're gonna pass it back and forth, and we'll have to say if we date them or not date them and why. Okay. I'll go first. Okay. He's a 12, but he always cuts you out of photos that he posts. Okay. But did I look bad in the photo? Was he protecting me?
Okay.
Me being delusional.
Me making excuses for him?
Me making excuses for him because he's a 12. Well, how long have we been dating?
You have been dating for... It's newer.
If it's newer...
No, it's been over a year.
It's been over a year and he's still cropping me out. He's cropping all of this out. He has a mental problem.
Okay, what number?
I would probably not date him because that's like a red flag. Okay. Would you date him?
No.
I'm a cropper though. I'd crop someone if I want.
Do you really?
No, not really.
I was gonna say.
But like, I don't know. I would like to think he was protecting me.
Okay.
Okay.
He's an 8, but he still kisses his whole family on the mouth.
How on the mouth? Like how are we talking?
Like
like a peck? It's still weird.
And he's an 8.
I've been watching Only Murders in the Building. And one of the new characters in the new season like kisses his mother on the mouth as like, and it's like a bit, like it's like a joke of the characters. I'm like, that is so nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say I couldn't deal with it because I feel like there's like, he's probably too close to his family or something.
I don't know.
Well, like, you know, like there's some people who call their mom like 5 times, 6 times a day. Is that you?
No, like twice.
Oh, I just attacked her. You know?
Like twice, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're really close with your mom.
Yeah.
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 That's good.
Yeah. But it's also...
Okay, can I ask, are they like 5-minute conversations or are they like 30-minute conversations twice a day?
At least 30.
Really?
Yeah. But I feel like it's also different for men with his mom. Because then
Yeah.
it's like a dependability versus me. I'm like, I just love to chat.
Yeah.
And I work like...
At home alone.
Yeah.
I know. I go crazy at home alone.
Yeah. You can call me if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I need it. Also, so I would not date.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It just seems like the whole family. That's crazy.
His dad? I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. Oh.
Okay. He's an 8, but he has to clap every time the plane lands. Do you clap when the plane lands?
No, but I don't mind it when people do. Like, it's like, yay, you did kill us, you know?
But like, why should they get a standing ovation for doing their job?
Because
Babe,
you were in thousands of
we were-
miles in the air.
In that case, we should clap every time the bus driver stops the bus. Do you think about it? Like, you know what I mean?
That would be fine, right?
I mean, like, I don't know if it's worth breaking up someone.
Okay, if he starts the clap, though.
That's, I think, what it is.
Oh,
If he starts the clap,
that's a lot.
oh my God, am I evil?
Oh,
I feel like
no, that
I
would
could
be
probably,
a lot.
I could probably, like, the thing is, like, I'm saying this and then I'd be like, he loves me. And then I'd be like, I don't care. It's funny. It's like silly.
Yeah. He's
If we were like on a
quirky.
group trip and all my friends were like, why was he clapping? I'd be so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
I'd be mortified.
I don't think that's a breakupable.
Mm,
That's
mm,
enough
it's
of a
okay,
reason.
yeah.
He's an
Not great.
8? Was he an 8?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's an 8. He
Yeah.
can clap all he wants. Sorry, I just realized.
Okay. He's a 10, but he has to shotgun a beer every night during dinner.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Oh, that's giving like
Every
frat
night.
boy behavior.
Every night. But he's a 10?
Oh, I don't think it's for me.
No.
I just think that like I'm not a beer person either. Like
Mm,
I'll have a beer and beer is okay,
yeah.
but I'm not a beer person.
That's so much energy for after dinner.
Yeah, that's like wild.
Ooh.
A glass of wine I could do.
Yeah.
What was he like a 10?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I don't think I could do it.
No.
Okay, he's a 9, but he listens to the band Train and Train only. He's a 9.
You like the band Train?
No, I honestly don't even know who Train is. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not for me. I was like, that's a lot. Train only? He doesn't even listen to Beyonce? That
No,
is...
just Train. And what was he, an 8 or a 9?
He's a 9.
Oh.
But like bad music taste, that's one of like...
No, that's
That's
bad.
really hard to like date someone with the different music like different, fine. Bad music taste?
And that's it.
Like if they listen to Korn or something. Or like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No.
You're saying no date?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Okay. Ooh. He's a 10, but has a huge tattoo of his ex on his chest.
Okay, so I'm not a fan of like realistic tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
But
mean
it's
like,
their face right here.
but I do like tattoos in general. Could he get it covered up? Could he get it like...
No, he doesn't.
I
He
feel like
he doesn't
that-
have money to cover up right
That's
now.
like a level of like impulsiveness and like thought, like not
looking
thinking
like-
ahead
Yeah.
that I can't really relate to.
Mm.
But maybe I need that in my life.
You scare me.
Well, no, I mean like that is really crazy behavior. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely not. No way. That's scary. That's scary.
That is really scary. That is scary
That's
behavior.
spooky. Wait, do you have a tattoo?
I have this tattoo.
Tatted?
It's cute. It's
Hey.
little. I kind of
It's
want to get a
super cute.
tattoo while I'm here. Do you have one?
No, I don't have any tattoos.
Would you get one, or is that not your vibe?
No,
I could see you
can't
with like a
commit to
little
it.
like heart somewhere.
I should.
Like
somewhere.
little one. I could see you little one vibe.
Mm,
But if you like, I cannot see you with like a arm piece.
no.
That doesn't seem like your vibe yet.
My older sister has like everywhere.
That's cool.
So she has them enough for the both of us, is what I tell her.
my
yeah.
my boyfriend has like 7 tattoos, but they're all giant.
Mm.
Giant one here, giant one here, giant one here.
He's committed.
He's really committed. It's
He's
like
not afraid of commitment.
He's really, they're really cool too. He
Mhm.
like gets good artists and like
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
for
yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll pass on him. He's an 8, but he always takes his shoes and socks off on a plane. Socks? Socks? Off on the
He's
plane?
an 8. What if? But I can.
Does he
fix
have some
him.
like medical condition? Can we tell him like, babe?
Yeah,
that's
could we
not-
be like, don't?
like, babe?
No, that's how he travels.
Socks?
All of them.
Socks up
And
on
when
the
he
plane?
takes them off, he takes them off like this from the toe.
From the toe?
He doesn't take them off. He goes.
See, like the thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie. I will take my shoes off on a plane if it's like a 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Not even every time, but like sometimes
If you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, like I've worn these boots on the plane, and like
Oh.
it's too much.
Yeah.
But like I can't fit them in my suitcase.
Yeah.
How do you feel about shoes off on a plane?
I don't mind it.
As long
Yeah.
as you have like a clean sock and not your foot
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying.
smell.
I feel like everyone is aware of whether their feet smell like crazy. So like me personally, my feet don't smell, so I would just.
Yeah.
It's
See,
not that. Yeah.
my feet pristine.
But it sucks though.
Yeah,
bro.
my feet pristine.
Yeah.
We got that clean sock,
Mhm.
nice fitted.
Fabrice.
But like socks off on a plane is crazy.
That's a lot.
I would-
Imagine them touching the ground.
With their foot. Oh my god, I bet their nails are raggedy too. I don't know. That's crazy. Have you ever seen when girls will post about their boyfriends ripping the sheets with their toenails?
Oh my god, I just had a visceral reaction to that.
No, like literally, like their toenails are so long and jagged and nasty, and probably dirty, that they'll rip through the sheets on their bed at night. And then like they'll take a video. My husband my husband ripped through the sheets again with his toenails. That
Girl,
is so bad.
I would be up in there at night with a headlamp filing them. Late at night, I'd be in the sheets like,
That's really crazy. Like, right?
oh.
I don't know. I think for this might like, I don't know if that's like break up behavior.
If we can tell him,
He's
because
an
how
8.
often are we traveling together?
Yeah, like how often is and like could I persuade him?
Yeah.
But like why would you want to put your foot on that nasty carpet on the plane?
No. We'll say not a deal breaker. We're going to have a
I don't know if
conversation.
it's a deal breaker, but like he needs to change for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to change for me. Okay. He's a 10, but he wears fish flip-flops every day.
Okay, he's an 11 because that's so cute.
Wait, what's fish flip-flops?
Isn't it like the fish, the flip flops are like slides, but they look like fish? I think that's so funny.
Every day.
He's kind of camp. Oh, is it like out? Like I was thinking every day at home, and then he puts real
Oh.
shoes on when he leaves the house.
No, he wears them every day.
Oh.
It could. You're right. It could be like it could mean that he's like silly.
No, that's
Silly
a little
goofy.
crazy. Like he wears these out in public. That would be too much for me.
Wait, but what is he? A 10?
He's a 10, but he can't possibly pull those off every day. How's
Yeah,
that-
like where do we live?
yeah, like where do we?
Do we live in Florida on the
I live
beach?
in like a beach town. Is he rich and he flew me out to like some lavish tropical
Right.
location?
Yeah. No, we might have to pass on him.
I don't
Right?
know. I like fish.
Okay.
I can't decide. That one's
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
Okay, he's a 3, but he gets you diamond jewelry for every occasion. Okay, so I don't think that that's gonna buy me off.
He's
Like-
a 3.
He's a 3.
Oh.
Because when I think of a 3, like even like looks wise, I'm thinking the whole package.
right.
Like he's probably not like my type on paper. Like I mean, like he's not like for
Yeah.
me. I think it's a pass for me. What would you like diamonds? I don't think I'm the type of person to like want diamonds that bad.
Let me think about this.
3.
I think this is gonna be really bad.
Oh, you would date him for a little bit, get some gifts, move on.
Yeah.
I would keep him as a side piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would, at least for a little bit.
I just don't think I like care enough to like have stuff from someone I don't like. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's a
Oh, you're
pass.
better than me.
Yeah.
You're better than me. I'd be like, thank you. Okay. He's a 10, but he smokes too much weed to be able to hold a conversation.
What are your thoughts on that?
He smokes too much weed to be able to hold a conversation? Like where he's too high to talk?
He's too high to talk every day.
Every day?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he smokes too much weed to be able to hold a conversation. Like, how often does he do that?
Yeah, right.
Is that like all the time?
If
Is he
it's
a
every
Is
day-
he like potheads awake and bake?
Uh,
I don't know.
If we can't have conversations, I like to talk too much.
Are you a weed person?
I don't personally, but I don't.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
like, I think that, like, weed makes me not funny. So, because I think everything's funny, so I can't make a joke. So, like, it's a really weird thing. So, I like to smoke by myself.
Yeah.
Or, like,
oh, really?
yeah, by myself or take an edible by myself. Sorry, Mom. And, like, I like that.
Yeah.
You ever had an edible by yourself?
Mm-mm.
You should. You could even do
I've never done that by myself.
I
I think I would freak out.
I get sleep edibles.
Mm.
And so the purpose is to like knock you out. They're called like kava.
Oh.
They're like, but like sometimes I'll like,
Is it kind of like
I'll be laying there and I'm like high and I have so many fun thoughts and then I fall asleep.
really?
Yeah. And so
Aw.
I like that. Like
Okay.
for me, it's just like but I'm not a big smoker because I think it also gives me anxiety.
Yeah, that's my
Lately,
thing.
caffeine and weed have been giving me anxiety.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you okay?
Thank you for checking in. I really needed that. No, but I would say I don't care that he smokes, but if he's smoking so much all the time that we can't even talk, then what's the point?
Yeah.
But he's a 10. Maybe it's just like a
could look at him.
situationship. He's like a hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hook
Yeah.
up. I'd smoke with him and hook up. Like, it'd be fun. He's a 4, but he has a yacht, an island, an NYC penthouse, and he can cook. He's a 10.
He's a 10. That is a 10 if I ever heard of
Oh,
one.
he's a 10.
Oh, yeah.
I would, you know what? The things I would do to be on a yacht and
NYC
in a penthouse. Oh my God, have you ever been to a penthouse?
No.
Me neither.
Oh.
Okay, one time I went to one, but that was
Wait.
it didn't count. But it was like a party. And
Oh,
I
okay.
went, and then the guy was like a sugar daddy. It wasn't like, it was a party, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't even me who knew him. It was like
Yeah.
my friend's friend
Yeah.
who got us all invited. And it was the nicest, like biggest apartment I've ever been to in New York.
Yeah.
And then he started being really creepy, so I left.
It
was really-
he ruined it for you.
Well, everyone was so cute except for him. Sorry. You know what I mean? But also, like, are you really like a looks person?
No, funny.
Funny?
You have to be funny. As long as you're funny. I think funny could turn a 3 into like a solid.
That's
9.5.
what I like.
Big time.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is like I'm probably way more of a looks person than I'm willing to admit. But like personality and like
Yeah.
I think it's all about, do we have the same interests? And like, do you think the same things? Sense of humor.
Do you think I'm funny?
Yeah, like, do you think I'm funny?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm cute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to kiss me? Yeah.
If someone's in love with me, I could probably be in love with them back. Like, I'm saying all this shit and I'm like, if you love me, babe, we
Wait,
can make
really?
it work. You know what I mean? I just need attention.
Yeah.
I just need some love and affection.
Yeah. It's a love and
affection.
affection.
Oh my God, I miss that song.
Yes, bring it
We need
back.
to bring it back.
Bring that song back.
Thank you guys for joining me for another iconic episode of Gay and Afraid. Thank you so much to my guest, Dalia. Where can everyone find you? Would you like to tell the camera?
Yes. At Dalia Eli Chavez on every platform.
YouTube Shorts,
Instagram, TikTok.
X.
And what is that new Instagram one?
Threads.
Threads.
The Threads.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere.
Okay, yes. And you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Rico Taquito. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, don't. Thank you so much, campers. Please follow, rate, and review Gay and Afraid wherever you get your podcast, and subscribe to the Past Your Bedtime channel on YouTube for full video episodes. We'll see you next week. Bye. Love you, campers. See you soon.